Now, according to entrepreneur.com, there are 4 reasons why you should never hire a family member. Number 1, emotions are always involved. I mean, you have a history together. You have a deep relationship together. It's not business. It's not all analytical. There's lots of emotions involved, and so you're bringing emotions into business. And Robert Herjavec from Shark Tank did an interview with Success Magazine, and he says you can't be emotionally entangled with your business. You can't. In fact, he was going to sell his company to Yahoo for $150 million, I think it was, somewhere around there. And on the eve of the acquisition of the company, he kind of got cold feet, and he called up the then CEO of Yahoo and said, "You know what? I can't do it. This company that I'm going to sell you for $150 million is my baby. I love it. You know, I've been nurturing and caring for it since its inception. I just can't get rid of it." And the CEO of Yahoo said, "Robert, it's not your baby. It's a business. Your baby is at home with your wife. This is your business. Like there's no emotion necessary." He goes, "Robert, think about this. If you think the $150 million that we're offering for you is a good assessment of the value of the company, you should take it. If you feel like you want to continue to grow this business and you want to reject our offer because you feel like there's more potential for that business that you own right now to get bigger and you can sell it for more down the road, fine. Then you can back out of the deal, no big deal. But don't bring emotion into it." So his advice to the Success listeners was, don't put emotion into business. Emotion has nothing to do. You need to look at the numbers. You need to be a caring, professional businessman who has honesty and has integrity. But emotions, feelings have nothing to do in business. And bringing family and friends in brings lots of feelings into the equation and emotions. Expectations will vary. Again, you know, if somebody's in your family and they're working for you, they might expect different things from you, and you might expect different things out of them, just subliminally. And you need to take that into consideration. Also, your family members will be insiders. So kind of like, as I alluded to before, your family member, you'll show up at a family gathering, and whereas typically you only like to talk about sky level, bird's eye view type things about your business, you don't get into the details. Well, now everybody knows the details because somebody who's working for your business is in there, in the nitty gritty, understands all the dirt and gossip, and now is sharing them all to your family and friends, and it can just make things to be a little more uncomfortable. And finally, there may be a perceived nepotism. Now, what that word means is favoritism for family and friends. So if you're hiring non-family and friends, and they see that one of your family members is doing really well, you know, hitting its quota and, you know, doing great with sales, there could be the misconception that the only reason why they're doing well is because they're one of your favorites and you're just kind of padding their stats a little bit and helping them out. So you don't want that kind of division. You want the culture of your business to have lots of loyalty and unity. So just some things to consider. Now, as we sort of wrap things up here, these are some questions that you can ask at an interview that will kind of just, so you've put a job description out there, you know, you went through all the steps of setting up a compensation plan and all that, and now you're sitting down to interview this individual. These are some good questions that you can ask them just to find out a little bit more about them and different roundabout ways to ensure that what you want for your business is in line with what they can bring. Ask them questions like, can you tell me more about yourself? Like, you want to know more about them than just whether or not they want the job. Because maybe some of their hobbies are exactly in line with what you're looking for, maybe not. Maybe they say, you know, I love books. I own my own publishing company. I've written lots of books. I have lots of connections. Whatever. Like maybe there's an altruistic variant at play here that would cause you to want to hire them, more over than some of the other candidates that you wouldn't know if you don't answer that question. Can you tell me about a time when would be the next statement? You want them to fill in the blanks. Can you tell me about a time when you felt comfortable asking a store manager to give you a discount? And maybe they haven't, but if they have, that'd be a good question. That'd be a good thing to know going in. How will you contribute to the company? What is a specific example of the biggest professional challenge you faced? How would you solve blank? So think about some of the problems that your organization runs into and ask them how they would solve that problem. You might get some interesting answers. And why are you here? What is your ideal job? What areas of improvement were identified in your last job review? Where's your passion? How do you measure success? Now, that last question is really important because they say, I measure success by the amount of hours that I put in. I measure success by the amount of money I make. I measure success by how much recognition I get. I measure success by whether or not I have promotional opportunities, or I measure success by how much profit I help you guys make as a business. And these are all going to be telling things that you can take into consideration as you are developing a compensation plan. And if they come on board and you know that there's some things that are of value to them that help them measure success, you can make sure that you're playing to those values. So in conclusion, be flexible. Again, I expect that this position for you will evolve as your business continues to grow. You're going to see things that you're going to employ some of these tactics, and you're going to find some work fantastic and some don't, and you're going to be able to change and morph and flex new things in and out of the structure that you set forth. But don't let the fear of a lack of control stop you. I know so many people don't take this first step to outsourcing their business because they're afraid that some individual, whether it's a family friend or a stranger, is going to ruin it for them. They're going to send in a batch of horrible books, and their account's going to be suspended, and the business is going to be over, and then go back to working a 9-to-5 job at McDonald's. But the point is, that's a fear that you should have, but that fear shouldn't motivate you to quit. It should motivate you to work hard to set up a business system that has the least likelihood of failure. So hopefully you found this video series to be helpful. I really hope to help you in a big way hire your first most important employee, and that's somebody who can go out and do some book sourcing for you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.